Good morning everyone. Today we will study about hearing impairment. So let us see the introduction of hearing impairment. Though there lies a difference between hearing impairment and deafness. They are more or less treated similarly for the purpose of deciding their disability category. According to the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act idea, hearing impairment can be defined as the impairment in hearing, whether permanent or fluctuating, that adversely affect a child educational performance, but it is not included under the definition of deafness. In order to comprehend this definition better, it is imperative to understand deafness so that there is a clarity about the type of disabilities that falls under the category of hearing impairment. A person suffering from a hearing loss above 90 decibel is termed as deaf. Thus, it can be said that a hearing loss below 90 decibels would be termed as hearing impairment. Now we will see types of hearing impairment after getting a general overview of what hearing impairment is. The various types of hearing loss will be discussed. It is also important to understand the degree and the descriptors associated with them. The three basic types of hearing loss are as follow. First one is conductive hearing loss. Second is sensorineural hearing loss. Third one is mixed hearing loss. First one is conductive, when hearing loss is due to problems with the ear canal, eardrum or a middle ear and its little bones. Next one is sensory neural, when hearing loss is due to problems of the inner ear, also known as nerval related hearing loss. Next one is mixed. In these types of hearing loss, there may be damage in the outer or a middle ear and in the inner ear or a auditory nerve. Next is degree of hearing loss. Degree of hearing loss indicates the severity of the loss. The table below illustrates one of the normally used grouping system. The numbers are demonstrative to all an individual's hearing loss range in decibel. Degree of hearing normal 10 to 15, slight 16 to 25, mild 26 to 40, moderate 41 to 55, moderately severe 50 to 70, and severe 71 to 90. Now we will see other descriptor related with hearing loss. Bilateral and unilateral hearing loss. The literal meaning of the word bilateral is affecting both sides. Thus, a bilateral hearing loss means loss of hearing in both ears. Symmetrical or asymmetrical hearing loss, when a person experiences same degree of hearing loss in both ears. It is known as symmetrical hearing loss, and asymmetrical on the other hand mean different degree of loss and configuration in each ear. Progressive or sudden hearing loss in instances when a person loses his or her hearing power gradually over a period of time. It is said to be a progressive hearing loss. On the other hand, quick and immediate hearing loss is termed as sudden hearing loss, which needs immediate medical attention in order to find out its causes and start the required treatment. Fluctuating or a stable hearing loss, when the hearing capability varies at different times. It is called a fluctuating hearing loss, whereas an stable hearing loss condition on the child does not change over time and remains constant. Now, characteristics of hearing impairment. Students with hearing impairment are often visual learners. Hearing impairment may be congenital or acquired. Some may have complete hearing loss, may have residual hearing. Impact on learning will depend on the degree of the impairment and causes of hearing losses. Poor in reading heavy text and the making inferences from text. Delay in linguistic growth leading to lack of general vocabulary and technical vocabulary of mathematics and the problems. Limited use of cognitive strategies to select relevant information and approaches necessary for solving problems. Poor in solving problems that involve more than one dimension. Now we will see what are the challenges of hearing impairment. Problems in taking meaningful notes, poor or unintelligent reading, difficulty in understanding verbal questions, poor vocabulary, problems in responding to oral tests, difficulty in following verbal group conversations, problem in understanding abstract concept and figurative language like similes, metaphors, and idioms. Problems in reading and learning spellings because of difficulty in phonic awareness and speech sound discrimination. Steps taken by the Government of India. Numerous legislations have been passed by the Government of India on disability in the last 10 years. Following are some of the prominent status. Person with Disability Act 1995. Hearing impairment has been included as a disability in the Person with Disabilities Act 1995. It also defines hearing impairment. The act undertakes the promotion and the integration of learners with disabilities in regular schools. It includes a section allocated to constancy syllabus for children with disabilities and granting an allowances of a single language to the students suffering from hearing impairment. National Program for Prevention and Control of Deafness 2006. National Program of Prevention and Control of Deafness was introduced with the long-term aim of preventing and controlling major causes of hearing impairment and deafness. The initial project was concluded in 2008 according to a survey conducted by National Sample Survey Organization NSSO. Presently 291 people where 1 lakh in India suffer from severe to a profound hearing loss. NSSO 2021, a huge fraction of these are children between 0 to 14 years of age. These young Indians suffering from hearing impairment are a setback to the national productivity to counter the problems of hearing impairment. It is imperative that rehabilitation and relief programs reach all over the country, especially in the rural areas. Catering to the educational needs of hearing impaired children. Before rendering support to the hearing impaired children in a regular school environment, it is a good idea to assess the kind of support required, which will be help in eliminating potential obstructions to growth and the development of the children. A precise and the detailed knowledge of a learner's requirements reinforce good preparation and development. A good assessment will entail learner's self-assessment of any support need, contemplation of support required to cater to any specific subject necessity, Incorporation of technology and communication in teaching. Participation of professional, example, a teacher trainee to teach students who are deaf. Parents' opinions about suitable facilities. Use of expert evaluation. Data and the information at all level of accomplishment. Now we will see teaching approaches with regard to hearing impaired learners. Adaptation to certain measures in imparting education to children with hearing disability can help speed up the process of special education. Some of these measures are as follows: meeting specific requirements of individual learners. Widespread use of visual aids, reading around the class by the teacher, making use of whiteboard and PowerPoint presentations, using video, DVDs, online clips, helping children in taking notes, pre and the post tutoring session for classifications and the doubt clearing. Creation of small group for the purpose of teaching, assessment, project, etc. Thank you so much for watching my video.